Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen. Palti, familiar, and of course, Marto and Tone, but Tone is here and Marto isn't. And unfortunately, this is how we roll, isn't it, Tone? You can't be late
That's
to the
it.
picnic.
Can't be late. Got to, the wagons have to roll.
That's it. They say the early
Hey,
bird catches the worm.
catches the worm. Yes. Are you all prepared for the Easter there, Taz? You've got Turkish delight, eggs everywhere, I suppose.
No, mate, why? I mean, I celebrate double Easters, but we don't do chocolates anymore here. Look at
I
me.
know. I know you need a credit card to buy them,
I'm looking
and
like a lean, mean, just orgasmic machine at the moment.
fantastic.
Doesn't happen.
You're going to ruin that physique.
Now, Tone, we are at episode 89 AC, and it's actually the post the Tone 5 out of 6 day.
Oh, was magic. Tuesday was magic.
What happened?
I mean, I,
Did you have a dream? Is that what happened? You had a dream and you woke up in the middle of the night and you wrote those numbers down, or what happened?
oh, mate, I just thought they looked good. I backed three of them before.
Yeah.
And I thought every time I think, this is going to be a good day, when you think that they all run like busted asses, yeah, so it was the complete opposite. I only heard one race, and that was the one. Thanks very much, Zach Lloyd, the worst jockey in New South Wales. Geez, he's done some good butchers this week. Every time he's on a favourite, especially when it's really, really short,
Yeah.
it's
And look who's decided to join us, Tone. Mardo has.
Well, it's not all
there
about
he is.
you. Some of us work late and have to eat dinner late. Jesus.
Oh, sorry about that, Mardo. Some of
You
us.
say you should be.
Oh, here
No,
we
enough
have.
said. That's enough. Let's get on with it.
We've already started. We've
No, you
already
didn't. I
started,
just
didn't
heard the
we?
start of the show start now. So stop your shit. Let's get on with this.
Oh, here we go. He thinks it's the Mardo show again. Maybe I should
Yeah.
mute him, Tone.
Well,
What
it
do
is,
you
isn't it?
reckon?
Tone. I think it should be the Tone Show. We're just the people in the back row cheering him on, aren't we?
Here we
Tone 5 from 6 on Tuesday, mate. What a
Oh,
huge day.
that was a magical day, Marto.
We've already said that,
I
haven't we,
had
Tone?
Everything just lined up for you, mate.
Yes, they did. But
Beautiful.
Zach Lloyd let me down as usual. The sixth one would have been nice. Multis I had going.
Right, yeah, the
Uh,
golden slipper winner let you down. Right. I think
I
he can
don't
have
know.
one.
He's a Jonah for me. Whenever I back him, he'll get beat on.
Some are like that, aren't they?
Why would you say Jonah? That's my son's name. What are you trying to say, Tone?
I think that's enough
Jonah. There we
said.
go. Okay. Jinx. Word jinx. Oh dear.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. You had a fantastic day.
Oh, how are we, boys? Easter's coming up, day one of the Sydney Championships just around the corner. Happy Easter.
Yeah, for you guys it's Easter. For me, it's just a normal another day
Oh, that's right.
tomorrow.
You don't really
Normal
celebrate over there, do you, mate?
evens here. Nothing's nothing's new. But yeah, Easter for you boys. Nice little mini holidays.
Yeah, long weekend again.
Nice. It is. We get the Friday off and the Monday off, but that's okay. Anyway, enough of the Tone show. Well done, Tone. Even though it was fantastic. It's there's nothing wrong when you fill up like that, and I'm sure that the three followers that you have, which is
Oh,
Two,
two
three,
more than Mark,
four.
one more than me.
oh, Tony loves the tall poppy syndrome, doesn't he? Knock them down when they're up.
Well, I've still made him better than all of us. I said he's got three
He
followers,
certainly is.
which is two
Yeah,
more
we've
than
got one
you,
each.
one more than me.
Someone might have put $1 or two on. You never know.
Well, we hope they did, mate.
Doesn't
Yep.
matter if they did
You
or they
hope so.
didn't. You can only do what you do, and that's it. And when it delivers, it's up to them what they choose to do. So anyway, Tony, we're going to go to our kickers because we're ready to go. And I think Marto's first cab off the rank. So Marto,
Yep.
in less than 3,500 words.
Well, mine's are always brief. You're the one that dribbles on. Let's go. First race at Caulfield, number 10, Engine of War.
Well
flew
done.
home on
Thanks,
an
Marto.
absolutely
Well done. That was
atrocious track at
terrific.
the Heath last start. He's going to the South Australian Derby, and he'll win this and stamp himself as an authority figure in that South Australian Derby.
Done?
Finished
Perfect.
already.
Perfect. I thought you were finished after you named the horse, but that's okay.
Well, okay, I'm going to put the stopwatch on you.
Tone, where are you going? It's all right. I've got a button that says mute. It wins every time. Tone, where you going?
For me, Caulfield race 3, number 3. I think it's one of yours. Hot diggity boom. It's about $9 the win and 240 the place. Got a perfect jockey who doesn't pull them up on board in Molly the Dolly Burke's on board. She's claiming a couple of kilos, brings it down to 60, coming out of barrier 3. Last start, it was a pretty good second and ready to go. It'll win here. Nice price.
Caulfield race 3, number 3, and I'm going Eagle Farmer race 1, number 7, Vincely with Angela Jones on it. First starter,
Ooh.
2 trials over 1,000, jumped, led, just did enough, all that it needed. Over 1,300, should probably jump, will probably lead, should probably dictate, and hopefully we'll be able to hit the line hard and strong. There is a danger, and that's the top weight. Take a Quinella as a saver and back Vincely, I say. There you go, Mano.
Awesome. Sounds good to me.
So that's 3 kick starters at 6, 5, it's 30, and Tones at 9 at 270 to 1.
Jesus.
Easter present right there.
It is, or otherwise known as Big Brown Nugget.
That's it. That's
Well, we got to take a chance, don't we?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, it's a big day of racing at Sydney, and I know you're pretty
Yeah,
excited
yes.
about it, Mano. What's the main race in Sydney on Saturday?
I'll take your pick, mate. Every race is a group race, and then you got the country championships as listed. But we do have the $4 million race, Group 1, Race 8. It's the Doncaster Mile.
Which she's Boy can't
Interesting.
win?
Um, I don't think she's a $2 chance. I'm not going to say she can't win, but I don't think she's a $2 chance. I think there's plenty of live chances in here. I know that Wallows decided to dodge this one and go to the Queen Elizabeth next week, but I don't think she's alibi would have beaten Autumn Glow anyway. Um, who else can win? Attica's a roughy chance. Autumn Boy, interesting coming back to 1600 after 2000. I'm not sure I like him. I know I said that in the comments. It was a tongue-in-cheek comment. I think Pericles is interesting.
Needs a rain, doesn't it?
Well, it does, and probably Gringotts too. But they got top weights on, and they're giving almost 10 kilos away to she's a alibi. Um, uh, can you take 60s from barrier 16? I don't think so. Um,
It's a tough race. It's you look at she's an alibi and it looks like it's the one, but
well,
yeah,
barrier 13 kind of evens things up, and I wouldn't be taking less than $3.20 myself. $2 is way too short for her.
yeah, I tend to think it's short as well, but I don't know what's going to beat her. I don't know if Gringotts does or doesn't. But anyway, that's one of the races. We'll come back to Sydney in a moment. I just wanted to
Uh-huh.
hear which one you really like. But let's go with our best bets, and then maybe we can circle back. So
Yeah,
again,
right.
Marto, I think you're first up this time
Yeah,
round.
race 3, mate. Race 3 at Randwick, the chairman's quality. Jujo Kiba, what a run in the Manion Cup last start. It just found it a little bit short and probably not quite up to fitness. Had to go from a wide gate, had a lot of work to do. From barrier 10, yeah, okay, it's wide again, but this is further, 2600, absolutely screaming out for the trip. Um, again, what can beat it? I mean, Travolta, does it see the trip? I'm not sure. Tara Mansour, possibly. Um, I just looked at the competition and said, well, Judo Kiba at $4.40, that's a gift.
Yeah, well, it's one you tipped before. I think you tipped it last start
I
in
did.
a
And like I said,
Kickstarter
Yep.
position, didn't you?
yeah, like I said, the 2400 a little bit short and got
Yeah.
a poor run there. Actually, it was from barrier 1 last start, but got bottled up, rattled home late. Um, but yeah, I think the 2600, I think is really going to suit him.
Why not? Tone, you're going over across to the City of Churches. your favourite place of at the moment? Where are you going?
Yes, I
What
am.
have you found?
I'm staying over in Oak Bank Race 7, number 6, one of your oldies, Streetcar Apollo.
It
It's
is
about
indeed.
450 the win. They've got the Renegade jockey on board here. He'll get all that he can out of it in Jakey Turak. Coming out of barrier 7. I think they've put a bit of money on it. I think so. It could be a market mover, this one. I think it opened at about $6 or $7, and it's about 450 now, I think.
Did you say it was a
Uh,
tone mover?
I've put a little bit on it. No, very small bets this weekend. It's a very dangerous Easter, so I'm going very lightly this week. But that's what I like. It's been racing well at Morfettville. I mean, Oakbank's a different track, but winning four. It's been inconsistent form of late, so I'm going to stick with it.
It's an interesting track, Bank, because some horses take to it, some don't. So I can't say that it will, or I can't say it won't. What I can say is the horse goes all right. So good luck, Tone. Why not? $4.50 at the moment. I'm going to Caulfield Race 9, number 6, Persian Spirit, and Luke Curry is on board. Look, third up after a little freshen after Christmas. Loves the distance. It's had 8 goes at 1400 for 3 wins and 4 placings. So it's only missed the
Mm.
race once. Um,
Yes.
I, I I think my only concern is if the track bias, because it can settle rearward. That said, I wouldn't be surprised if it tries to settle a little bit, more midfield. Um, but I really like it. I think it's due for a win. Third up, 1400. It's pet distance. Caulfield has been placed here before. Wasn't too
Mm.
bad a run last start. It's been a couple of weeks in between. The danger I see is one down the bottom, which I've backed before, which is King Zephyr, who I think is going to
Yeah,
improve. It's one of those ones. I think because it's race 9, we'll know what the pattern of racing is like. If the pattern
absolutely.
of racing
Excuse
is
me.
running on, I reckon Persian Spirit is a getting the Q type.
I tend to agree with you 100%
Yes.
for all the reasons you've just listed.
Thanks, mate.
But like you said, I mean, the keepers at Caulfield did an absolutely terrible job last time. What was it? 2 weeks ago we ran at Caulfield Heath.
Yeah.
Mate, that track it was like Mooney Valley was being refurbished. It was all chopped up. It was all over the place. I mean, they've had 2 weeks to get their act into gear, and you're on display to the world on a weekend like this. So let's hope that they've cleaned up the track a bit because that was absolutely horrible 2 weeks back.
Yeah, well, look, I just hope that it's a fair track, and if it is, and I
Mm.
like Luke Curry as a jockey. I know I went to school actually, primary school and high school with a cousin of his, a young girl by the name of Katrina, and she used to tell us stories when in the early days that he used to tip them horses and stuff like that, and they used to win a fair bit of money. Not that they used to punt a lot, but it was in the early days when it was all for fun, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't get more rides. He went overseas, didn't he? Rode in Hong Kong again, and then when he's come back, he hasn't really clicked it up. But I do think he can ride.
agreed.
Tony's in your book.
Yes. He's in my book. He's all right.
Is
In
he
the
all right?
good book. He's in the good
The
book.
good book,
Yeah.
not the
Not
clipper
like
tone.
Who rode
like
your best bet
bad
last week, Tone? Do you remember what the name of her name was?
last week.
Yeah, it was a young lady that you said she's not in your book, and I sort of said, well, Tone, what happens if she doesn't write it well? Will she go in your book? And I think she did.
Who
I
was
don't
it?
remember the horse. Am I going to have to look it up? Hang on.
We did say it because we
Was it
mentioned it in the
Alicia Collett?
comments.
Was it Alicia?
Don't
Can't remember,
know.
but it's not.
Probably was. All the
Yeah.
Collettes are bandits. They really are. Bloody bandits, a lot of them. I don't, they've no confidence at all when any of those. Jason Collett is an absolute thug.
Oh,
I will not back horses when he's on them because he's just horrendous. I wouldn't let him. He couldn't ride a tricycle with training fucking wheels.
She
That's
was
why I
on. It
reckon he
was
got
on
a fuck.
Audrey's Lane. It was on Audrey's Lane. It was on your Kickstarter, and
Oh, that was a
it,
shit
it
ride. That was
it
a
couldn't
horrendous ride.
it couldn't get the brakes that it needed, and
Yeah,
unfortunately,
you're
I
right.
think
Rode rode it like a busted ass. That's why.
can't
Yeah,
remember her name though, but yeah, you were pretty angry in the chat too.
Mm.
I was
But
fucking. Yeah, I wasn't terrible.
doesn't matter. Now, before we go to the
Just
glory
last
day,
week.
Marto, there's another group race that's a premier group race in Randwick, and that's the Derby.
7 or 9. The
Race
Derby.
Oh,
9. What do you
uh,
reckon about the Derby?
I thought you were going to talk about the TJ Smith. The
No.
Derby. Let's get Observer beat again. I reckon, no, I'm going to say why, because I reckon that last run over 2000, I know they say he stayed on, but I reckon he tapped out at the 1800. Is he going to really see 2400? I'm with Storm Leopard in this race. I love the way that Storm Leopard came screaming home last start. And the fact that Tommy Berry's on. Um,
Green Spaces came home pretty good too, didn't it?
yeah, but it doesn't map for a great run again. It looks like it's going to get bottled up. I reckon anyway. And the wet track probably tends to favour Storm Leopard. There's no rain today or tomorrow, but there's rain again forecast on Saturday. And this is going to be race 9. So if it's coming, it will have come by then, up to 10 mils, which is really going to chop out the track. I just think if that rain comes, everything lines up for Storm Leopard to come over and beat everything. Observer's going to sit out front again. From barrier 12, he's going to have to work to get across a bit. I know he's got J-Mac on, but he will get across. He'll run his own race out front. He'll probably um, ask for a moderate tempo. It won't be a sit and sprint, but it won't be a truly run 2400 either. Most of these horses are only 3 year old, so you have to look after them in the run.
Can a
But
maiden
I
win a
just
race?
no,
So no maiden by the name of Federalist, which is a horse,
no,
can't win, can't run
no,
out the
can't
trip.
win. No, I won't say it can't run out the trip. I just say it can't win.
No, fair enough.
Didn't impress me last start, but yeah, like I said, that run from Storm Leopard in the Tulloch was just it was dominant. It was absolutely arrogant to win, and he was his down, but he ran up to 2 lengths quicker than most of the other 2000 meter races that day. So nothing has come close to him. So obviously there's a query about the 2400, but I think Storm Leopard just shits us in.
Tone, anything from you there?
it's a race that I wouldn't have a bet in. I wouldn't back Observer. If I was going to have a little each way on something, it'd probably be Green Spaces. But that's only because it's trained by Bjorn Baker. There's nothing I really like in the race.
Don't know if it's going to be each way odds though. That's the only thing. But I did like the way that it
No.
finished off its race last start. But that said, yeah, it is an interesting race. Let's get the glory days and then we'll circle back again, boys.
Glory days.
I'm going to go first this time round.
Yep. What
Because
you
I
got?
might be the first, and mine's at Caulfield Race 4, number 7. Yeah, I don't know how you want to pronounce it, whether you want to pronounce it Kuraka, Kura, Ka, 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 or Kurakaka. Doesn't matter how you pronounce it.
Kuraka. Come on.
Um, but this is an overseas horse that's having its
Yep.
third run here, and it finally steps up to the suitable distance range of 2400. And it's won over 2400. It's been placed over 2400. I do like the fact that it's trained by Kieran Ma. I
Mm.
don't think they've brought this mare over here just for the sake of it. I don't think she's come over here to be a brood mare. I think that potentially they've seen a little bit in her, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see the best in her on Saturday, sorry, over
Yep.
2400. I liked her last start where approaching the turn, she sort of took off and tried to steal the race. Admittedly, she died on her sprint,
Mm.
but I think that was a bit of a test where they just wanted to see if she's got a sprint in her. And I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar, but because it's now over 2400, I think then she may hold on better. So for me, I think Kurakaka, or however you want to pronounce it, they've done the groundwork.
Kuraka.
They've done the groundwork, and beautiful odds of
Yeah.
20 bucks and $5 a place. It's a chance.
I
That's
agree,
all.
and definitely over the odds, and probably because of those first two runs. But like you said, the 2400, she's placed at Goodwood overseas before, and yeah, probably Bluestone might be a challenge, but the value is definitely with Karaka at 20 bucks. I like it.
Why not?
Nice name. I love it. It'll come
It's a
powering
cracker.
home. It's a crack up. We'll be on.
Tone, you're in race 6. You're up next, mate.
Uh,
Take it away.
yes, race six at Caulfield, number 12, as rough as they come. This is Bell Lupa. We've got Lockie Niendorf on board. Pretty close out to the car park, I suppose, in 14. It did win last start, but in the sticks, so to speak.
Uh,
It's a roughie. What can I say? It's about 17 bucks and about 480 the place. But sooner or later, you never know. One of these roughies might run a drum.
Well, why not? That's why not,
Yep.
Tone. Bell
exactly,
Luke
why
was
not?
says. Marto, I know that you know what the winner is in this race. You've already told us what the winner is
No, I
privately.
didn't. I said I haven't. I
Oh,
don't know. I said tongue in cheek. I told you Autumn Glow wins.
so what wins it,
That's I'm
Marto?
not declaring any winner in this race. The Doncaster is wide open. I just think she's alibi's too short. That's all. Not that she can't win. I just think she's too short to take. So I'm gonna go with something a little bit rough in
Yeah.
the Doncaster
Oh,
Mile, number
sorry.
10, Attica. Sorry to bore you there, Taz.
No, I'm tired, mate. I'm very tired today.
I tell you what, um, that run in the Rose Hill Guineas was quite good. I do like Joey Pride stepping it back up to 1600. I think it's well and truly over the odds at $31. He's done his best work fourth up before, one start win. Won't mind a little bit of wet in the track and does like this distance. In fact, he's 2 from 3 at Randwick. So $31 from barrier three. Barrier threes might be a little bit of a worry given he gets back, but Andrew Adkins stays on for Joey Pride. And can he win? Well, I don't know, but he's well and truly over the odds at $31. I'll
Yeah,
take it a little each way.
Nice odds.
why not? And if
She's
we all line up there, it pays enough to get our cars filled up with fuel.
there you go.
Yeah,
Oh, don't forget the 50% tax excise.
mate, he
He'll
took off
cut that.
26.
Try to make himself a freaking hero.
It was a stupid move. I mean, it's not going to change anything because in 3 weeks
No,
it's gone back
we're
up
gonna
to
pay for it
$3
later.
ninety. Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Makes no difference. Now, Marto, you did mention a race, another one in Sydney that you liked. So let's have a look at that. And it's not the one with Paradoxium in it, is it? It's not the size, it's
Oh, geez.
the
Yulong's just
TJ
bought
Smith.
Paradoxium. They had a fail with their $10 million horse last week. So let's go out and buy Strison and Paradoxium. Come on, Yulong. Holy shit. What were we talking about? The TJ Smith?
The TJ Smith Tone, race 7 in Randwick. Really classy
Right.
race. One with some good
Very
stickers in
much.
there as well. Marto, who
Oh,
wins it
yeah.
in your opinion? 10
I,
Tyrus?
I, I, I I don't know. I can't say yes with any definitive answer. I would like to say yes, but I think it's 10 Tyrus, Jimmy Star, Jolly Star. It's one of those three. I don't think Giga Kick, Overpass, Brias, oh, it's a worry leaving him out, but I think it's a race in three. Jimmy Star, Jolly Star, 10 Tyrus, one of those three wins.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's interesting because Jimmy Star's last start, its first up, that
Oh,
track,
butchered.
the track, look, it did, but to be honest, it still only got beaten by 2.5 lengths. So for
Yeah,
everything that
but
went so badly, to still get within 2.5 lengths is a positive.
that was his win. And to be honest, I gotta now that I've said those three, put a question mark over Jolly Star because Waller's taken her over to Ascot. This is probably her last run before she goes. And she's going to do what past champions have done in the past, Black Caviar, Nature Strip, and more recently Aspura. She's going to win down the straight over at Ascot. But this is her last run before she gets on the plane and goes over and acclimatizes for her runs at Ascot. So is he out to bust a gut and win this, or is he just out for a run to see how she goes against Ten Cyrus and Jimmy Star?
Tone, does your mate that comes over from Hong Kong to ride Giga Kick win?
Zach.
No, no, no. My trifecta in order would be
Oh,
Oh, in order.
uh, 6, 7, 1. That's
Oh,
the way I reckon the
yeah.
finish.
Now,
Jolly Star,
Tone,
10 top. Well, that's the three we mentioned, yeah.
now, Tone, if you're going to do that, you've got to do it the proper way, don't you?
What's that?
6, 7.
No, no, come on.
There we
You've
go.
got to you've got to be
That's
over
right.
18 to punt, so let's keep it above age, right? Yeah, he's a freaking child.
So I am. Why not? Why not? I say. Look, it's a good race. It's a really good race, and
It is
I think the
actually.
Forgotten Horse Giga Kick could surprise. I mean, Briasa, first up, I think it was a bit stiff as well. It was a good run.
Probably
Uh,
short of a run
but,
first up.
yeah, Mazu will love the rain, of course, but geez, I don't know. It just keeps
Oh,
going.
how much so?
But
Yeah.
10 Taurus, Skybird could surprise. It's not without a chance. It's a race full of chances, but very tough race.
Yes, it is.
Now, I've got one early on that I think is a big chance. And Marto, I want to talk about.
Early on. Yeah, let's do it.
And
Where we going?
I nearly made it my Kickstarter. The Kindergarten Stakes, race one at Randwick.
Yes.
Now I've got a black
Oh,
booker in here. Don't worry about it because that's the four, right? Artanaeus, I think it's called. It's my black booker. But the one
Yep.
that I really want to talk about
To
is
the Star Wars, the next
Incognito.
episode.
Is
Oh, Incognito.
Incognito because its time finishing, it ran the second fastest 6 to 200 last start, and it was in trouble in
Mm.
the Clipper as well. So is it going to find its form now? Does it win at
Well,
650 with Tone's favourite jockey Zach Lloyd on?
how many times can
oh,
you count run into bad luck?
Well, I don't
I
know.
mean,
It's got to
it
run out
probably should,
somewhere.
it has been unlucky. Yes, I agree. But how many times can you run into bad luck? And how many chances are you going to give him? I mean, well, he's going to be fifth up now.
Yeah,
Zach Lloyd on barrier two. If he goes back, does he find trouble again? I don't know. Geez. To be honest, it rates equal with the next episode, so that's the value of a two. Next episode's the favourite. Because I think next episode gets a better map given the last run at Warwick Farm. But that's a big step up from Warwick Farm to Kindergarten Stakes. Incognito is probably a step back from the class that he's been running in.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's just an interesting one. I've got two black bookers in that race for the record, so I don't know if
Yeah.
that's why I didn't go with it as my Kickstarter. The other one's Steel
Mm.
Will, who I think trialled
I was going to
super.
say that's one of yours, Taz. I mean, that could knock them all off, couldn't it? I mean, you never know. It wasn't a bad two, was it?
No,
Like
that's right.
Stu.
So, and it trialled well, but it'll be very, very
Mm.
interesting, is what I will say. Now, Marto,
Yep.
you've got shares in about 15 different horses.
Uh, yeah. But
So tell us the
one
one
of
that you've
them
been
is
telling
actually
us
up
about.
this weekend. It is look, it's just a an experiment run, to be honest. She will get the 2000 and 2400, but at the moment she's a very temperamental 3-year-old filly. She plays about something shocking. She's going in race two at Randwick.
Yeah,
She will appreciate any rain that comes. Barrier three is perfect for her. She's finally drawn a gate. And like I said, Michael Freeman says this is just an experiment run. This is her last run. She's going to the paddock. We want to just see how she goes over the 2000 because she's been running over 1600 and shorter. Um, but she does have a tendency to play around. She's an absolute lunatic. But we have taken the cross nose brand off, and we're looking. Jason Collette is on. Sorry, Tone. But
Yeah.
he's been told to just sit her in midfield, maybe a little forward of, and ask her to settle and then kick late and see how she goes. So, like I said, experiment run. We're going to see the best of her as a 4-year-old in the spring or maybe next autumn. So, not saying get on. I'm just saying watch and support us. I'm not having much on her at all. It's just more of a sentimental bet.
yeah. It's an interesting couple of days. It's an interesting race period because there's some nice races at Ballarat on Friday, which is Good Friday. Now
Well,
I
there
know,
is.
Tony, you'll be at church, so you won't be betting on Friday. Is
No,
that right?
no, yeah, no,
You
no,
don't. No, you will. You won't.
no. I can't believe they've got races on Good Friday. I
Well,
didn't think there
Carlton's
were
playing
races.
North Melbourne on Friday. I think they're hoping that one of them will get crucified and the other one will resurrect. That's what.
Oh God, dear, oh dear.
We're halfway there, the boys. Don't worry about that, mate. Halfway there. Today, young Ollie
Half a
Florent
game.
was at our game. We had a night
Oh,
in the Australia Cup soccer match, so Ollie was there, just supporting his buddy,
Beautiful.
who's our goalkeeper.
cool.
Had a bit of a chin wag, good humble bloke. The other one of your mates as well, from Sydney is it Amadi? What is that his surname?
Yeah, Joel Amati, yeah.
Yeah, so he's another one, ex Victorian, went to Caulfield Grammar. So they're
Yep.
all Caulfield Grammar boys, so they sort of stick fat, which is good to see because when blokes go out and earn 800,000 a year or whatever he's on, he still hasn't forgotten his humble beginnings, if that makes sense.
Mm. Yeah, it's
Um,
nice to see, isn't it?
yeah, I do enjoy when I see that when you see players. But I tell you, did you watch the post game interview? I think with Collingwood with the young ruckman, that Steele, I think his name is, and they got his mate in.
No.
It was so funny because BT sort of said, "Oh, who are these guys over there?" And he goes, "Oh, they're my mates. Have come down from, I don't know, Korea or wherever he's from." He goes, "Which one can we get in to have a chat?" He goes, "Oh, I don't know what his name is. He's probably safe." So he brought him in. He goes, "Oh, g'day, how are you?" He goes, "Yeah, what's your relationship?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm his boyfriend."
Mm.
Ah,
It was just funny because was he really his boyfriend, or was he
Oh,
just
you reckon he might be taking a piss because of his mate?
a little bit of both? I don't know. It
oh,
really had me curious
Oh, mate, I
because
really don't think anyone cares anymore what your
no,
sexual
I don't.
orientation is. But
I don't either. I really don't.
it is, you're right, it is, it can be shocking when you hear it on national television.
No, well, I was just
Oh,
surprised because I thought it was great. Because if you go back to the footage when he when they won and he went over to the fence and stuff, and all the mates were around him, he
yeah.
got a little cheeky peck from him.
Well, there you go. Maybe he is. Good
Yeah,
on him. Who cares?
yeah.
no one cares, but it was just interesting that he just came on and he just said that, and I thought BT, if you'd have watched the interview, was caught off guard. But
Yeah, it's a bit old-fashioned, isn't it? It probably would.
yeah,
It's same as us. It'd be shocked just to hear it, but
I
accepting of
yeah,
it.
I think it's fantastic. I know we've got a guy at the soccer club that's open about it as well, and he was probably the first ever Australian professional footballer that came out, and he is
Mm,
an absolute ripper of a fella. But yes, now
cool.
you guys having a bet elsewhere, and what happened to the football today? They reckon Dacos, no Dacos, no
Oh,
good.
come on. Is he worth 10 goals, really? No. They wouldn't have won with him out there, mate. It might have been a bit closer, but I don't think they win. From what I saw, bits and pieces,
I didn't
admittedly,
I didn't watch
Brisbane
it.
was all over Collingwood, mate. They shared them all over the park.
Tone, did you watch
I
it?
didn't see the game actually. No, I
I tell you
don't
what,
even know
though,
who
tonight's
won.
game aside, Isaac Heaney's in the poo.
Who?
He's come out, Isaac Heaney.
What do you do?
Our game against Hawthorn, he reckons the umpires were cheating and giving away free kicks and not allowing free kicks to Sydney. And he says to them these words. He said, if you want Hawthorn to win everything, just give them the championship trophy now. And the AFL doesn't like it. They've come out today, two
Oh,
weeks later, and issued Isaac Heaney with a fine. He didn't
How
like
much?
what he was seeing on the
How
field.
much was the fine?
I don't actually know what the dollar value was, but it's obviously chump change for someone like Isaac Heaney. There's no week suspension, it's just a dollar fine, and that's going to be donated to some charity to write it
Yeah.
off. But yeah, for a champion footballer like that to come out and say something, well, obviously something's going on the field.
I
Because
don't really have a problem with it. I think as long as they're not
what, cheating?
abusing them, do you know what I mean? They're not saying, "Oh, they're shit. I
Oh,
can't
calling
do
them
it."
out. Yeah.
But yeah, but I think we miss a little bit of motion in sport where
Yep.
people can sort of express themselves. And whether that's, and to be fair, because of my previous comment, whether that's expression through sexuality
Mm.
or expression through speech, I don't think there's a bad thing because it's who the
Oh,
individual is. Do you know what I
I
mean?
agree. And personally, for me, I think it's the woke society that has created this cancel culture. And you just can't say that to express yourself because, oh my God, it might be offensive to somebody. But if that's what you feel, then shouldn't you be allowed
Yeah,
to express it?
And that's what I
not
mean.
being
Yeah,
negatively, just being allowed to express it.
yeah, I agree. I agree. I
Sort of
definitely
got a
agree.
tongue tie on when you're a professional player, but it's not fair.
Yeah,
You know, like they can't say anything. It's yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think you are done by it.
Now, do you
Anyway,
guys,
it is what it
because
is.
we've got about 4 minutes to go, I think, before it wraps up. Now, I just want to say, Tone, tomorrow, I think you need to get on one of your all-time favourite horses.
Oh,
It's
Well, I
running at
haven't.
Ballarat. Ballarat, I found for you. Oak,
Yeah.
Oak Hill. It's had a freshen up. It's had
oh,
a trial. All it's got to do, Tone, is jump with them. So get your money on. I mean, I know you won about 33,000 yesterday. So maybe put 3K straight up on the nose at $8.
yeah. Doesn't Ballarat pay a
Oak.
bit forward bias?
Well, I don't know.
If it
Who's on
does,
it?
it's all going to come down to the jump, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Mm.
Tone, it's one of yours. Oak Hill. It
Who's
is.
on?
I don't know who's
Yeah.
riding it. I just know it's in. Marto, and I think you might like one as well. I found
Here
one
we
for
go.
you there as well that was scratched during the week. Mr. Blunt.
Mr. Blunt. Oh, is he racing tomorrow, is he?
Yeah, he's in on tomorrow as well,
That's
Friday.
one of Marto's. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
well, scratched last week from the was that the Kickstarters
yeah, so there's a few that I
And,
found for you,
or
boys.
Wednesday?
I
and
do
what
some
happened,
homework for
Taz?
you.
Update. What
Yeah.
happened with your dog tip?
I
Was it on the prowl? Did
did
it win
you,
it those
mate.
odds you're talking about?
I tell
On the
you what,
prowl.
it jumped like it did last time, and this time round it finished absolute stone motherless last. It's going around again on Saturday.
There we go. Oh,
It is
Well, you
Saturday,
ready?
premium racing.
well, its first started jumped last and rounded them up and went past them.
Yeah.
This time it
Yeah.
jumped, copped the bump, went back to last, and just watched the backsides. All it just followed them around. So I don't know what it's going to do this week, but it's in again, same track. Because you know how the black book has come up, and I'm going to watch it again, just to
Have
see.
you got a price?
Well, it'll be interesting to see whether they're a bunch of crooks, whether
Yeah.
it was just a one-off fluky run, um, or whether it's actually got ability.
Oh, there you go. No, see, last start he's probably filled him up with water. It's to weigh him down. He's got a belly
Yeah,
full of water. They don't run. The start before that, he's probably fed him bacon, so he shit everything out, and he's light
yeah,
as a feather.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
ask him what his feed is this week. If he's fed him up bacon
Yeah.
again Friday night, then
I
get
am.
on.
It's in again, so I will. I
Yeah.
will be. I will be watching it. All right, we're down to a minute and a half, gentlemen.
Boom, boom.
I did find out something today from Ravi, my
Oh,
7-Eleven guy, and I just want to
right.
share it with you. And I know we're all going to run out of petrol, but he said to me, "Don't worry, that's not the problem." I said, "What's the problem?" He goes, "The problem is how are we going to get cheap tobacco?" And I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, there's no one transporting it. So we all
Mm.
think about how we're going to have no fuel in the car. Poor old Ravi's thinking, how am
He
I going to
wants a
get
durry
me,
out the
how
back.
am I going to get me chop chop?"
Yeah. Oh my God, he's in trouble. That's just killing him.
So that's all I've got, gentlemen. So it is Easter. Happy Easter to all, if you celebrate or if you don't.
Yes, happy
Close
boys.
us off, guys. We're down at our last minute. Let's sign off nicely.
Yes. Well, how much does the roof cost? Nothing because it's on the house. Boom, boom.
There you
Oh,
go.
fantastic! Have a great
Yeah,
Easter, guys.
Yeah, happy
Everybody,
Easter.
all was, and let's hope we get some winners on Saturday. All the best.
absolutely.
Don't eat too many chocolates for Taz because he's got. If you're short on chocolates, pop around to Taz's.
Mate, have a look at me. I'm Mr. Fantastic. I've dropped 12 kilos.
You're on your way.
Fantastic.
See you guys. Stay well. Thank you.
See ya.